Hi guys, it's time for my update for the 7 months post-transplant, and I can tell you first of all that I still feel quite good and I don't actually have any signs of MS really. I just have been very busy lately and life has been hectic, and I've been just doing the usual things I do every day, just trying to study and trying to just keep myself active. And well, basically I haven't had time to think much about MS or the HSCT or medications or anything. I have just tried to ignore all the things that I used to keep thinking and just like stressing about. But nowadays I feel that life is much more active for me and much more exciting, since I consider that I've been given this huge, very precious second chance to life with HSCT. And well, basically the only thing that is bothering me at the moment is the itch I still have. It's basically still on my scalp area, my face. Sometimes it gets into my nostrils, in my ears, and that is very annoying at times. But mostly it's only on my upper body area, so I think it could be chemo related, could be something that is trying to get out of my body. It's just a symptom from something, some of the natural bodily functions that take place usually after chemo, since chemo is a hard toxic substance. But yes, that is something that is just slightly been stressing me and causing me, like now I'm still scratching, and just of course I try to avoid it, since post-transplant patients who have had basically any chemo protocol usually have very sensitive skin and nails and maybe teeth as well, and that's why scratching is of course not very good. I've been very pleased about my progress, since I probably in the past couple of vlogs and told you guys that I have some cognitive progress, something that I've noticed and very exciting to me, since before transplant I had sometime before the transplant I had in Moscow, I had undergone neuropsychological testing, which was gave very conflicting results. And since I'm young and but in that specific test for the second time I didn't do very well, and that is quite clear correlation with correlates to the MS progression that has happened in my brain. And as the MRI that I had actually just right before I started with the Moscow HSCT protocol, I was shown by the MRI I had on my brain that I have actually 3 holes in my brain. That was pretty alarming to hear, and it is very significant result from the devastating effects of MS, like messing up with your system and just killing away your myelin sheath around from your neurons, which eventually, due to the physio physiological nerve cell death results to the black holes, which I currently have 3 at least. So hopefully those holes won't become more in my brain or any other part of my central nervous system, so that I can keep progressing and improving my cognitive skills. But yes, the concrete example I wanted to give you guys that every day I've been reading about or studying, doing something that is very closely related to my profession. I'm trying to get a certification for my profession to be a better in my profession. That requires very intense writing and reading and studying and like researching, and that takes 6 hours a day. And I am currently able to do it, and something that was totally a surprise, because when I actually started the whole process and really put myself to the position and told myself that I really need to do this, at least I need to try to push myself and to see how able I could possibly be and how successfully I could do this thing I wanted to do. Well, I started doing it and I started executing, and it really turned out very, very good and very successful for me. And it has been going on for a couple of weeks now, and every day I've been doing, and I haven't even had the urge to take naps in between. I've been just able to continue the 6 hour whole period that I really need to work. I've been just able to complete it without having any issues whatsoever, and that has been very, very, very good for me and for my mental health being as well, because the more successful you are, the more you get confidence, and the better you feel about your abilities, and the better you feel also about your physical abilities and physical state, and so on. Well, that goes without saying. So that is something that I really feel that is quite impressive to me, since before transplant there was no hope for me. I was just doing random things throughout the day without like there was no authority above me saying that now you have to sit down and do this and complete this and think with your own brain and just like try to concentrate. I had some major issues with concentration in general, and even before I got sick. But now I think I can execute. I really can deliver. So I feel very, very good about myself. I'm very, very proud, I think, if I may say so. But I still struggle with things I used to have before transplant, like general stamina and like small sensory things that just are usually aggravated by very intense physical exercise and so on. But that is something that will possibly and hopefully improve over time. And if not, yet again, HSCT is not meant to absolutely and in all cases give you symptomatic improvements. It's just meant to help the overall disease progression. But like I've said, I believe even before, I know it might be too early to say anything about the efficacy of the treatment in my situation, but I am like cautiously hopeful by saying that that I think I have gained some benefits and I definitely feel that my disease progression could possibly very strongly, hopefully, I don't know, could be halted. But in any case, nothing is 100% sure. I think your own physical and mental health is very, very key. It plays a very, very important role in your healing process and in your recovery process. So but anyways, I still feel that as long as I don't have super, like, especially motor new symptoms that would affect motor abilities, motor skills, I think that I am on the safe side. And as long as my current symptoms, my old symptoms, are getting less and less and more moderate, more benign, I feel that the treatment has been very successful for me. But yes, I think that was pretty much it for today. Nothing special has really happened. I've been just doing regular things, and just as long as things are regular and normal, stay normal and just kind of boring, I think that's very good, since everyday life is all about regularity and routines, and like just in general being active and not paying attention too much on yourself and symptoms and things like that, because people are not usually, as a human, at least myself, I wouldn't be very, very very, very functioning as a person if I would just be thinking about my possible symptoms and fearing for something that wouldn't even happen, only in the worst case scenario. But anyways, I thank you guys so much for watching and following my post-transplant journey, and next month I will give you I think a pretty interesting and possibly also useful update regarding my life and my future plans regarding my life post-transplant. But for now, I thank you very much for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye bye!